You're right. All right. Get it all loose.
Swimming. Oh. Phelps over here. What are you doing?
Rob squared.
Nice. All right. What's that?
I'm trying to find new creative ways to. I don't know. Rob squared.
So what do you call that one?
Well, you said the Michael Phelps. You got a ball I can hit?
The rotating Rob.
Yeah. Well, you know how Phelps got that picture of him smoking a bong?
Yeah.
He got a lot of shit.
Yeah, oh, man.
That fucking asshole, bro.
Yeah, most Olympic medals in history of the world, and
yeah, can't smoke a little bit of weed.
Yeah, you got no future if you smoke weed. Obviously.
I know. What a loser, dude. Yeah. Can you believe that guy?
Best athlete of all time.
Oh. And the thing is, he's a fish. So, like...
He has good lungs.
Yeah, he does. Well, not anymore.
Imagine how big of a hit he could take.
Oh, wow.
Imagine that bomb.
Woo!
5-footer.
Yeah? One of those where you got to go on the balcony to smoke it?
Yeah, you milk that shit.
Oh, sure. Man. All right, so Week 5 preview. Already into Week 5. We touched on this before. Crazy. It's fucking nuts, man.
Crazy.
Football time is not normal.
You were just talking about how the Leafs haven't even started changing that. Or barely started changing.
And we're in Illinois. And
still a little bit of grays up there.
It's crazy. It's already October. It's still fucking 70 degrees. Maybe that's why it doesn't feel like it's Week 5.
Yeah.
But it's been a pretty good year so far on a lot of fronts.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
So first game here. London game, which is a tradition unlike anything we like.
Yeah. That's...
Not good usually. It's bad games. And, of course, what's confusing to me is that the Jaguars aren't playing in London because I feel like they were the London team. Didn't they used to have those home games?
Yeah.
Like one home game a year. I feel like it was always Blake Bortles.
They probably didn't trust Myers to come back. Like, he'd do something over
there.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be allowed back.
He didn't take the plane back. He stayed there instead of going back with the team.
God, right. Yeah. Better get that man a private plane. And male stewardesses, please.
Yeah.
Because the women are, they're filing something.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, all my memories of London games, I feel like, are the Jaguars and Blake Bortles running for touchdowns. That's what he did, right? You have 2 rushing touchdowns, kind of like a Sam Darnold.
That's right, yeah.
So can we just make this rule? And DeMaurice Smith, if you're listening, I'm not John Gruden. That's really nice and up to date here.
Yeah, current.
There's a scandal going on. I won't cover that, but can Blake Bortles just be the all-time quarterback for the London games? Wouldn't that make these games more interesting?
Like back in the day when we had backyard football, but we had an odd number.
Yeah,
I'll just be all-time quarterback.
It's a great thing to do. You just get the ball all the time.
Bortles will love it, I bet.
Dude, I don't know where he's even in the league right now.
Bortles, it sounds like it might be like a British name.
Yeah,
Blake Bortles.
Can he just be all-time quarterback?
He's our ambassador now.
Like, that'd be more interesting than watching these quarterbacks play. Jets and Falcons?
Yeah.
I mean...
yeah, that's... So, I might... Thinking about it, we were talking in the last video about our bets, and you have the under.
I have the under, yeah.
Yeah, I have the over. I'm just thinking...
Well, your over's at 42 or 43, my under's at 46.
So, but here's my point is, I might just cash that out now and take the 75-cent loss or whatever, simply because I don't want to wake up to, like, the results of a shitty game that I don't care about.
Yeah.
With a loss on my record.
And it's a shitty game because it's 13-10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wake up first thing in the morning and, like, all right, I've already lost because I bet on this fucking shitty game.
Yeah.
So I'm
not doing that because I'm liking the under. What do you think the over/under would be if Blake Bortles was offense quarterback?
Oh.
77.
Oh, yeah. The rushing profit.
All it is 70-yard Blake Bortles touchdowns. Yeah. So the line is Falcons -2.5. So again, it's weird because there's technically the Falcons are home, but there is no home field advantage. They're both traveling. It's bullshit. They lose a home game because of this. I always hate that.
So with Ridley's out, Gage
is out. Gage is out.
To me, the way I see this game going is I'm starting to like the Jets. Yeah. So I did see a prop. I don't know how much more time we're going to spend. I want to get this in this.
Yeah.
There's a prop. Zach Wilson over 1.5 touchdowns is like plus 115 or something like that. I think that's a pretty good bet.
See, I've actually been flipping. Remember how I was kind of on the Falcons defense earlier this week?
Yeah.
Now I'm actually going Jets a little bit.
Yeah, you picked them up and then asked my advice, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
You're like, really? So
Well, no. The reason I chose the Jets now is the Ridley news.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the Jets are just a better defense than the Falcons. Falcons have a little better offense, but without Ridley, I think it's kind of it's just boo.
It's not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm comfortable, especially because I got it at 43. It's 45.5. So I honestly might make a couple bucks cashing out.
Yeah.
Right now.
And then you can just bet the under.
That's like it's a $25 bet. If I make $2, it's 10.
And then put that $2 in the under.
Yeah.
All right, and you make some big money there, $1.80.
Yeah.
Next game, Lions at Vikings.
Oof.
Vikings are -10, which wow, they did not look good last week.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it was against the Browns.
Yeah, 14-7.
That's a lot of points. For me, kind of a stay away, but I will say if it goes to 10.5, I'm liking the Lions for sure there. I mean, that means they can lose by 10. You win the bet.
Yeah.
Sign me up. And also, Dalvin Cook may not play. I think it might be precautionary just because they're facing the Lions, and they play well with Madison.
Yeah.
And just one thing on Dalvin Cook. We didn't actually watch a lot of that game. Wasn't on Red Zone much because it was legit 14-7.
Yeah.
And apparently Cook limped off the field early in the third quarter, didn't return.
No.
We didn't hear about this. It didn't really get reported until like middle week. Now we're hearing that he's like missing practices.
Yeah.
They might just hold him out because of the Lions. Even if he plays,
If they do, like if he's able to play, I don't know how we would get this news, but if somehow it comes out that he was able to play, but they're going to arrest him, that means they're looking ahead. And then the 10.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Because this seems like a game the Vikings are like, all right, we're going to win this one, and then we'll be only 2 back of the the Packers, right?
Right.
So they might be looking ahead. So
scary for an NFL team to do that.
With Detroit,
they're gritty.
Starting Steiner's out, and Penny Sewell might be out.
Hawkinson might be out as well.
And Hawkinson. So
That's
they're
their only
beat up
weapon.
on their line. So DeAndre Swift over
Fire him up.
reception props.
Fire him up.
Yeah.
But is Dalvin Cook Anthony Davis? Because legit, like they should have a prop on this. Like times that he limps off the field per game.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be set at 0.5. It'd be set at 1.5, where it has 2 to hit. 2 over, 1 under.
Yeah. Anthony Davis is like. Watching him, he's always
Something.
on the ground.
Always it's a calf, it's a foot.
He's always the Peter Griffin. Like
right.
Chin's out, he always bumps his chin into something.
Someone just steps on his fucking foot. Like not even when he's doing anything, they just like pinch his toe. Does that guy like always just when you're walking and you're doing dumb and you like stub your toe?
Yeah.
Is Anthony Davis is his whole house like baby proofed?
It's scary with Anthony Davis too, is because he's so long and skinny.
Yeah.
Like it feels like his legs are just gonna snap.
I sure hope Anthony Davis has never tried acid because, you've heard of like acid proofing your house when you're tripping. It's dumb things happen.
Yeah.
His whole house is just acid proof even though he doesn't trip. Dude, he trips in a different way.
How many NBA players do you think do acid?
I think it's more of a cocaine league. Well, it used to, it definitely used to be a cocaine. Adderall now. Yep. So we don't really have a lean. I mean, the Lions would be our lean, right?
Yeah, it's
By the way, the over-under is 49.5. So, pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, they both scored quite a bit. Last week they didn't. So, combined scored 21 points last week.
Cousins did not look good last week. So
I think the Browns are the real deal.
One fantasy nugget for y'all. Tyler Conklin. Fire him up. He had a rough week last week. He still had like 7 targets. But he's been getting a lot of run. He looks pretty good out there.
Yeah.
And he's the third banana in that passing game. So, if you take out Dalvin Cook, I like him either way. In this game, I think he's going to touch touchdown. So
yeah. I mean, Detroit's
deep dive for you. But if you're losing Hawkinson,
I'm starting Conklin in the league.
Let's go. If you lose Hawkinson, that's a guy who's going to be available most likely. Fire him up.
Yeah. I'm actually starting him over Johnny.
Same thing.
Finally bail.
Same thing, dude.
Had to finally bail.
I'm still like holding on to Johnny with a couple.
I have him still, but like they're all as productive as their drives are. They average like 9 plays a drive.
Yeah.
But somehow don't.
Now Hunter Henry's.
Well, Henry I was expecting them both. Like the receivers aren't doing dick.
Well, week 1 they weren't using Henry at all. They were only using Jonnu.
End around, swing passes.
Yeah. All right, next game: Packers at Bengals. This is one we both covered in our bet segment, so we'll be quick on this one.
Yeah. What's the line? The spreads and everything. Do you have them?
It just went down to -2.5. Packers.
Good thing you locked it in.
What's going on?
Can
we change that?
Don't be scared right now. We're in the middle of the video.
Yeah, can we change that?
So live breaking news. Down
Fuck
to 2.5.
that shit.
Well, you got it at 3, so in the video.
Well, we're going to go back and edit that. All right, Packers minus 2.5. Packers minus 3. It's probably going to go back up to 3. I like the Packers. He likes the Bengals. Over under 51.
Yeah, it's. I expect a shootout. I don't expect either defense to hold either team. If anything, I would say Cincinnati's defense might play a little bit better at home. I just with the Packers, I don't think they have their foot on the gas.
Okay. I think they do have the foot on the gas.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a neutral though.
No,
They're revving the engine.
They're just coasting downhill. There, no engine braking.
All right, next game: Saints at Washington Football Team.
I think we'll probably be on opposite sides of this one too.
Well, it's weird because the Saints are minus 2.5 on the road.
So that's going the.
So
I like
under
the Saints.
43.5.
43.5. I like the Saints. Actually, I parlayed the Zach Wilson over 1.5 and the Saints minus 2.
Mm.
I think the Saints are a better team. Washington, their defense is horrible. Like it's not doing well at all. And while Heineke's a nice story, I don't see this continuing. To me, this seems like a game that the Saints could could control.
Yeah, they had a tough loss last week.
Giants.
They had that, and
of 11 in the fourth quarter.
Who do you think is a better team, Giants or Washington? Wash. I just threw $75 in the Packers, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Yeah. I think it's a wash, but that's just me.
Giants and Washington are probably equal to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Washington's at home, so for me, I kind of like the home team with the points.
Yeah, I get it.
If I'd really like it to go up to 3 or 3.5, and then I'd be all over Washington.
It's starting, so it was 1.5 now. I bet it at 2. Now it's 2.5. So the closer you get there, Washington's still a media sweetheart. Seems like people are still expecting to win the division. So
I mean, I've been saying it every week. I expect Washington's defense to do big things, bounce back.
Yeah, so you're still starting Chase Young.
Always.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he hasn't had a sack yet, so
I know, yeah.
Eventually
You're waiting for that one sack.
I just want one.
He's gonna get half a sack only. Watch.
He's gonna have a couple.
Yeah. So with this,
I know he has one for sure.
So with this, your lean is Washington then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so tough. The thing is, like, Washington's defense, this is a game that I feel like people are kind of fading their defense because it's like they've given up on them, right? But the over-under is 43.5, and Jameis still is Jameis Winston. I can see a knuckleheaded play, right? Like,
Yeah,
I just
so
don't
are
want
you
to throw
saying you like
much.
the over or the
No, I just saying I kind of like watching his defense still.
Oh.
I was saying that every show,
Yeah.
and it hasn't been really aging well. So
because you convinced me, I think I like the over a little bit. As
Okay.
well, so.
yeah, Washington's put up points, man.
Yeah.
Next game, your Patriots against my Texans.
Oh wow.
I'm Burgundy.
Yeah, I guess if I'm taking the Patriots, you can have the Texans.
No, I definitely don't want the Texans. It's a 9-point line. This one's kind of been going all over the place. I've seen anywhere from 10.5 to like 8.5 or 8.
Yeah.
Settling at 9 here. It'll probably settle in closer to 10 at game time.
Well, it was closer to 10, and then the news that they might be down, the Patriots might be down 4 starting offensive linemen came out, and then it went down to like 8.
Yeah.
And now it seems like it's creeping back up.
You know what the over-under of this game is?
39.
27.
Really?
I'm kidding. Your face
I
there.
was like, what?
39.5, yeah. What's the lowest over-under we've ever seen? I think I might have seen one at like
I
34.
was gonna say 32.
Yeah.
but I couldn't tell you.
Like it was like a Texans-Jags game from like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Where
We'll see one this year.
I would like to do some research on that. Lowest over-under games ever and what the result was in terms of the spread. Right? And then also, on the contrary, highest over-under spreads where the NFL never really goes over 60.
Yeah.
It's in like 58.5 maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little deep dive research thing. We can maybe do a segment on that.
Yeah.
All right. My lean's Patriots. I'm going to say it's a lean, though, because that's a lot of points.
The Patriots look good against the Bucks.
They need to win this game. Must win.
Yeah. If anything, this
must win.
If you can get it at like the 8.5, and then you can 6-point teaser it down to under the field goal.
This is an obvious tease, dude. Obvious tease.
It's going to be a popular one.
For sure. And the thing is,
I don't think there will be a lot of money on them straight up, but there'll be a lot of money on them tees.
9 points seems like a lot, and I'm going to say that by no means are the Patriots the Bills. Okay, they're not near as good on offense or on defense. But we thought 18.5 was a lot at game time. We're like, oh, we might think about the Texans. How did that play out?
Yeah,
it was no chance. They had no chance of scoring.
Yeah, it's
so
that was a lesson. It reminded me to keep the lesson that you shouldn't bet on bad teams.
Right.
I blindly, like 17.5, I'll take it.
Right. Well, and the thing is that, granted, the weather was a concern in both, the Texans game last week against the Bills, and also the Patriots and the Bucs game, and there were some nerves on Tom's end, but they held that team to 19 points. The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me the Texans are going to score 19 points, right? Like, they're not going to match what Tom Brady and fucking Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin did.
It's in
Houston.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any fans. So it's going to be an empty stadium. This is back to COVID days where there's no one in the stadium.
This is not a game I'm touching.
No.
The more I think about it, I'm not even with the teaser, I'm not touching
Okay.
this one. It's...
Ooh, breaking news. Next game. You don't like this. Titans Jaguars. Another thing, that actually works in the line switch to -5. It's going up. So it's gone from 4.
Obviously, we're affecting the market with our...
Now, let's not edit that one out. We're going to keep it at 4.5.
Yeah.
If it works for my favor, we keep it.
So it's at 5 now. Huh?
Yes. I still like Titans. I mean, you said you were about to move it up to 5.5 just to get the odds.
Yep.
Over under 49, so they're actually expecting some points to be scored.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because what was that game last week? After overtime, it was 24-21. Granted, that was against the Jets.
Yeah.
But that didn't even hit 49. And then maybe A.J. Brown coming back. I don't know.
The over-under I wouldn't touch. Obviously, we both like the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
It's going the other way right now. I think a lot of people, like every time I brought it up to you earlier in the week, you said, well, I'm waiting to see what the news on the receivers are. Now they have the news. Julio out.
Mm-hmm.
A.J. Brown most likely in.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's enough. It might go up to 5. Wide receivers shouldn't change the line that much, but I guess
it does when you have those fuckers out there.
Yeah, when
A.J. Brown
you don't have any other receivers,
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, but,
here's a quick prop bet. Does Urban Meyer finish the game? Does he just stay in the locker room at halftime and just get in his Jaguar or whatever he drives?
yeah. Yeah, nice.
That's not even funny.
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Yeah, I think he's getting paid too much not to just show up. Plus, he's probably coked out all the time, so this is just like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He'll cruise for this game.
If you don't get that reference, there is a video from about 4 years ago he sent me where there's a man clearly cutting up cocaine in the background on this yacht or whatever he's on. A shirtless fat man.
I in my reality, it's a trailer. Like, I'm just really putting him down.
We all know that sound.
Yeah.
What that is.
We all know that.
Not that we've ever done it.
No.
We just know what that sound is. A credit card, baby. I mean, it doesn't have to be coke. It could be meth. It could be Adderall. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a powder. And maybe he wasn't doing it. Right? He's just hanging around with shirtless men.
Maybe he was chopping onions.
Yeah. That was a kitchen.
Yeah.
And Urban's, he was doing that in the video.
That's why he's
like, no.
That's
why
he didn't have a shirt. He spilled something
Yeah.
earlier.
And maybe Urban's allergic to onions. He's like, do not cut all those onions and put them in my fucking salad,
In the middle
yo.
of an interview, no.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. Philly and Panthers. Panthers are at home. Panthers are -3.
Wow, it went down to 3.
It's gone down to 3.
I like the Panthers.
That might be... Well, CMC was never going to play. There was that report that he might have played. He's out. He's doubtful. So that says he's not going to play.
I don't... Yeah, it's...
Chuba Hubbard, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
On your right, Chuba Hubbard. He's going to have a big game. All right? I'm projecting 21 carries, 4 catches, $134, and 2 tutties.
Wow. All right.
Well, the 2 touchdowns might be tough because DJ Moore's going to have 2.
Yeah.
I'll give you the touches and yardage and the touchdowns. He's going to have 1 for sure.
Okay.
Don't quote me on the 2.
Well, look at some props there, especially because CMC's not ruled out yet.
Yeah.
So right now you're going to get value until he's officially ruled out.
I love how this guy thinks. He's a smart man. I like the Panthers.
Yeah, me too. Especially
tough loss last week.
The hook's gone now.
At home.
I just bet the Panthers to make playoffs. I got them at, I think, 3.5 to 1.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Especially after the Seahawks just got...
Panthers don't matter for Steve. Are you saying
wild card?
Okay, wild card.
Yeah, no, I mean, because who else is going to get the wild card? We talked about this.
Yeah.
Niners done after this week when they get crushed, right?
I think the Panthers might win the division.
They don't need to make just make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just win, baby.
I think the Bucks have been exposed. I think the Chiefs have been exposed.
Over under is 45.5, by the way. So middle of the road.
I like the over on that actually.
Well, see, here's the crazy thing. So that has the same over under right now as fucking Falcons Jets.
Yeah, I like the over
right?
on this.
I'm saying, think of that. I like the over in this because Jalen Hurts makes dumb plays, big plays, but also dumb plays that can turn into points for the other team. Sam Darnold's balling right now. DJ Moore can't be covered.
Yeah, off camera, we were talking about defenses. We were talking about how it's stupid to start the Bills against the Chiefs. And I said, I agree with you because I would fade the Bills against someone like the Eagles. But I think the Eagles' offense is too good.
Right.
So the 45, like comparing that, like you said, it's the same as the Jets.
That's like better quarterbacks, better weapons.
I like that.
Oh, actually, not even better weapons. The Falcons have no weapons right now.
Yeah.
Even though I talk up Kyle Pitts so goddamn much.
I might parlay that one.
All right. See, opening some eyes here. Next game. This is an interesting one. Broncos at Steelers.
Yeah.
Pretty much pick them. Steelers are +1 right now at home. 39.5 over under. So this is a shit fest here.
So they're saying that Bridgewater's worth 2 points or 2.5 points. Almost a field goal, Bridgewater.
The Steelers were favored.
Yep. 1.5 it was.
Probably. Sounds about right. Maybe even more than that. I mean, Drew Lock can be better than Bridgewater at times, but much, much worse other times. Right?
I think it makes the world of I think there's a touchdown difference, dude. Like I think you get an extra touchdown when you get Bridgewater.
Especially since like Drew Lock's coming in without getting the first team reps. You know, like he's got more of a rapport with his players. My lean would be Bronco. Fuck, dude, it's so hot. Actually, I'm gonna swap it. I'm gonna go Steelers here.
Yeah.
Steelers season right here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a season that you already figured fucked.
Well, yeah, that's not a team like I'm not gonna jump on the ship that's sinking.
What I see is the Steelers defense coming out to play. There is nothing that scares you about Denver.
That's the only reason they've been competitive.
I know, but like the Broncos without Jerry Jeudy, without KJ Hamler, they have like pretty much 2 above average weapons right now. It's Noah Fant and it's Courtland Sutton. They have Javonte Williams, who I like. Don't roll your eyes at me, motherfucker.
You can't gaslight me. I know your tricks.
I don't even have to trade him to you anymore in those leagues.
You will.
I'll trade for him to trade him to you after this.
Yeah.
I just feel like this could be at home. The Steelers have some pride. I might actually bet this.
Yeah.
I feel really. No, not you. I'd rather give my money to Vegas than give it to you, motherfucker. It's really, really scary right now to bet on a Big Ben team. Big Ben line?
I'll tell you. There's something like in my gut is saying that Pittsburgh's offense is going to have their best game of the season.
There you go.
So I wouldn't bet it. Like I'll give you. I'll bet you $5. But
Broncos?
My lean would be Broncos.
What about the over/under?
What is it?
39.5. Really hard to take it under that low, bro. One special teams touchdown, even though that wouldn't.
Yeah, I like the over.
Okay.
I like the over more than I like either side.
All right, that's the noon games. Now we're on to the afternoon games. Bears at Raiders. The Raiders.
Yeah.
5.5. Raiders minus 5.5. Over under 44.5.
This one's it's obvious for me the Raiders.
No shit.
Yeah, the Bears if they were playing anyone besides Detroit last week, I don't think they would have won.
Right.
If Goff decides to fumble twice a game now.
Did you hear the stat that I don't know how many years it was? They were like the first team in X amount of years that had 3. They had 3 to start the game. They had 3 red zone possessions. They got 0 points from it.
Really?
There was a fumble, a pick, and then the fumble that went off his like crotch, the bad snap. 0 points, 3 red zone trips. The fuck, man.
This is Detroit.
Yeah.
Or
maybe it was a missed field goal. I'm saying they had 0 points.
I remember because I was never watching the game. I was never worried because I had the Lions plus 3.5, and then I teased it or bought it up to like 10.5 or whatever it was, which that covered. But they were down 21-0 going into half, and then I think they ended up losing 24-14. So they, but even in the first half, like you said, I didn't realize that stat was a thing. But they were moving the ball comfortably, and the Bears' defense is supposed to be their strength. I just think the Bears are bad. Those are just 2 bad teams, and a win over Detroit does not impress me at all.
Breaking news in the pod. Adam Schefter here on my phone. Russell Wilson's out it says they're bracing for Russell Wilson to miss at least a month and possibly 6 to 8 weeks, which is pretty much the season for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, that sucks. That does suck. Poor Nick's team.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about your brother's team necessarily.
No, I know, but
yeah, he's lost a lot.
Russ, CMC, Mixon.
Yeah, DK. I'm not really too worried about DK necessarily, but I mean, more targets, probably less.
Geno Cannon played well.
Yeah. That's rough, man.
I mean, Russ is getting his wish. He doesn't have to play for the Seahawks anymore.
Right. Well, what's breaking about this, though, is that's going to be the first missed game of Russell Wilson's career.
Yeah, it's his finger.
What's funny is on all my takes of just everything about Russell in the preseason, I was like, he's never missed a game. He's never going to miss a game. He never misses a game. He's missing 6
Try and cash out that MVP bet if you still can.
Oh, there was no even option. It was $2.
It's $2.
Well, maybe they're going to play so bad that Russ gets the MVP just by default.
Yeah, because with him. Yeah.
I don't think it works like that. Doesn't. Okay, my lean on this is probably going to be Raiders as well. You know, fuck it. I'm going Bears. 5.5. Let's go.
Yeah.
I still think the Raiders win the game. Over under 44.5. Probably over.
Yeah, this is another one where the teams are just two different tiers to me.
Okay.
Bears are on the bottom tier, and Raiders are
middle or above.
Yeah.
All right. This is a good one for you. Browns at Chargers.
I do. Yeah.
Chargers -2.
Yeah, I got it.
47 over under.
2.5, but yeah, 2. I still like. I like a money line to win. The 2.5, like I if I were to bet it, or when I do bet it, I'll probably take the money line just to get the point or the odds.
Yeah, I like the Browns as well.
Yeah.
So
if it goes up to 3, I'll take the 3.
What about over under 47? That's a tough one.
I like the under. Okay, because to me this is, we talk about playoff seeding a lot.
Yeah.
Right now it looks like the Ravens are going to win the division, but let's assume the Ravens do.
Yeah.
Browns are competing for a wild card. I'm assuming that some like the again, let's assume the Chiefs win the division.
Right.
So now these two are competing for a wild card spot, like positioning maybe, potentially. So this could be a tiebreaker.
Like that. I'm going to go with the push on the over. Bold move, huh? Only one chance to do it, but...
Very bold move. Bet double zeros.
You know what's great is if it was like 47.5, I'll go push. That's Austin Powers playing blackjack.
Yeah.
I'll stay. Sir, you have 5. He's like, I also like to live dangerously. So great. All right, Giants, Cowboys. Them Cowboys. Cowboys are 7-point favorites. Yeah. Over under of 52.5. That's pretty high.
It's in Dallas.
In Dallas. Mm-hmm. And the Jerry Dome.
Yeah. They call it Jerry World.
Jerry World, Jerry Dome,
with this, Jerry Dome's what you do when you visit them. That's it.
Let's come out my nose.
That's on your itinerary.
I don't do it.
On your itinerary.
You're saying I dome, Jerry? Bro, I only get dome.
All right.
You talking about head?
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Well, I take those kind of accusations very personal, my man. Cocksucker.
So with this, yeah. The same insult I just gave you, but less subtle. You're more direct with me. With this, I don't know. I think the Giants are good. I think the Cowboys are a little overrated, but this is not a game I'm going to touch because I can see the Cowboys killing them.
Yeah.
I can see the Giants doing what Giants do and keeping within the field goal.
And winning.
And blowing it like last second. So
yeah. Well, blowing it like Jerry gets blown.
I can't believe I opened that.
Yeah, don't go there. That's only my job, all right?
Yeah.
All right, buddy?
Should not make jokes around you.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I don't really have a lead on that game. Let's just stay away from that one, huh?
Yeah, Cooper might sit. Trying to think of any fancy news.
Yeah, Cooper might sit. Kenny Galladay.
Galladay is already
gonna get shadowed by Diggs though.
Yeah,
but I care about the targets.
Yeah,
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah. Ingram's going to come back. Barkley's looking good.
Barkley is looking good.
Yeah, this will be a fun one to watch. I think.
Definitely will be fun.
AFC East is always fun.
I'm pretty sure that's the prime time game.
Okay.
Niners Cardinals.
Yeah.
Got to touch the Murray jersey. -5 Cardinals.
It's gone to 5, right?
It's moving. I mean, that's Trey Lance starting. That's Trey Lance starting.
Yeah.
Also George Kittle might not play. That might have something to do with it too.
Mitchell's still out.
Oof. That matters. But yeah. If anyone's playing in a 35-team league,
I've seen
Mitchell.
Yeah. So I've seen. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are on the Niners. I think people are trying to be contrarian. Like to me, I got this at 3.5. And I put quite a bit of money on it because even though it's the difference between 3.5 and 5 isn't that much to me, I still want to get the extra 1.5 because it was 5.5. To me, I just don't see the Niners are going to be in last, maybe not anymore because of the Seahawks, but they're just two different tiers. Like the Niners are overrated, they're hurt, and I don't know. This is only the Cardinals' second home game, so that I don't think it's going to be a letdown. They built. Barely won their first one against Minnesota, that missed field goal. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think they should tune them up. I don't see why Might be close, but I think within a touchdown, and I don't think it's going to happen. So.
Yeah, it's just a little scary. Just, I mean, again, we don't think Shanahan's that great of a coach. We think he's overrated.
I don't get the love.
But if he is such a good coach, this is a game that he wins, right? Everyone's doubting him. Everyone's doubting the Trey Lance pick. George Kittle might be out. Like, just
in terms
right?
of in
hottest team in the league.
In Division 2. Like, if he loses, that they're getting buried.
Yeah.
Both them and the Seahawks are 2-3, and they're 5-0.
Done.
And the Rams are 4-1. So this is desperation mode for the Niners, but I just think the Cardinals are too good. Like,
I'd agree with
down
that. Too much firepower.
Verrett and Norman might be out too.
Too much firepower,
so, like,
dude.
Who's going to guard? They couldn't guard him anyways.
Right. And there's too many guys to guard.
I don't know. How are they going to score? Like, Trey Lance, I don't know what everyone sees that I don't.
The best way to win this game is they muck it up hard, right? And they just run some sort of gimmick, time of possession. They get a turnover. They might pull, like, kind of a quick one, like an onside kick kind of thing. Because that's what they're going to have to do.
I'm sure they'll get cute. They'll have to.
Yeah. But that could also go the other way, and they try doing that, and they lose by fucking 27.
Yeah.
So, okay. I still like the Cardinals, but it's not as heavy as you are.
Yeah, I assume the line... So I bet that when I got it 3.5, when I placed my bet on it, I assumed it was going to go closer to 6. So I was trying to get the value there.
There is a value, I would say. Let's see what it would be right here. Is I like to do this for the teams that are getting like 5 points. Instead of betting money line, you can get them. They don't even have the option here. If you could do like -2.5, change the line instead of doing money line there, because there is still, you got to say, a 30% chance, 25% chance they win the game. It's the Niners, yeah.
It's in division.
Yes, and it's also the NFL. So instead of doing money line, odds are they're going to win by a field goal. If they win, do that. You get 2.5 to 1 odds. I think they have a better than 2.5 to 1 shot to win the game.
Sure,
it's probably a 2 to 1 shot to win, right? Yeah. 66% chance that the Cardinals win. So that chance. All right, Bills Chiefs. Fun one.
This will be fun.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
excited
wait
for this one.
Best Sunday night football game. Probably one of the best games of the year.
Back-to-back good Sunday night football games.
Yeah, even though the other one ended up being a stinker. I don't think there's any chance this game's a stinker, though. I mean, there's just too much playmaking at quarterback.
Too much on the line, too.
Too much big, they're just going to be chucking the ball fucking yard.
With the Bills, too, I just remembered that they got their asses handed to them in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So I think people talk about revenge games all the time. I think the biggest revenge you can get is on the people that eliminated you from the playoffs last year.
Well, I thought the quote was living well.
Living well?
The best revenge is living well. Like, instead of getting revenge on someone that wronged you, just live well.
Yeah. So.
And I think they're all living well, so there is no revenge. I'm poo-pooing on your point.
No, I know. I thought you were talking about one of those things that girls love, like live, love, laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
what's funny is it's a revenge game for both teams. Bills for playoffs last year, Chiefs for just this season so far, right?
Revenge on who?
Themselves? On the league, on themselves, on the coach, on everything. Like
angry masturbating?
Yes. Tugging it without any lube and maybe with some razor blades in your fingers. Is this in poor taste or what?
I don't know what taste this is. Like,
emo taste? I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah. Razor blades.
Emo masturbation. Cool.
Okay. I don't know how.
Every episode's got to have a couple uncomfortable, funny, weird moments, and that was just one of them.
I guess so.
You brought up the first one. To get you back.
Also, angry masturbating. You added razor blades to it. That's destructive masturbating. Like, it's not even.
All right. Want to talk about the game a little bit?
Yeah. No, it's exciting.
Over under is 56.
Yeah.
So that's a tough number right there.
I
know you're gonna say under.
Yeah. Well, under is to me like. This year has been a lot more competitive. It feels like when you get two good teams, it's easy to predict the under because they're punching each other back and forth. I feel like I'll have to go back and look, but most of my under bets, I feel like it hit. Like when I try and bet over, it just feels like it's
over unders are just so tough.
It feels
That's
like
the most accurate number.
It feels like there's a lot more parity in the league this year.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's a little more balanced.
Right. Fantasy wise, start everyone. Right. Don't start Bills defense though.
Yeah.
Don't obviously never start the Chiefs defense.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's silly. Goacher, if you're watching this, do it against me, please. Strike that from the record.
I don't get. Yeah. It's.
Josh Gordon, any impact? You gonna play? Over under snaps for Josh Gordon in this game.
4.
I was gonna say 5.5.
Yeah.
We think alike. Over under touchdowns for Josh Gordon.
They might
in
take
this game.
a shot with them.
Right. Over under. Is he high coming to the game?
No, that's for afterwards.
Well, maybe he's on an edible.
Well, he'll probably get disappointed that he only had one target, right?
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Fuck it.
Monday night. So what was your lean on the game? Bills?
Yeah.
I got Chiefs. Monday Night Football. Colts and Ravens.
Personally, I'm excited.
And you got lucky again because now the line's plus 6.5 for the Colts. So we're going back and changing all this in the betting episode we just did.
Because it's reflecting, like...
It has nothing to do with me.
Positively.
No. I'm just like, it's got to be right.
No, what do you mean? What? Are you serious?
I'm just fucking.
I was like, I'm not going back. And
we're redoing the whole episode. Yeah. I'm changing my picks.
No, because it's going to fluctuate again.
Yeah.
Ravens are going to be too... By the time Monday night comes and people are trying to win back the money they lost because they bet on the Packers, people will hammer the Ravens.
Is that a jab?
No.
We should not like Rylan. He actually stabbed me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, be right in between the ribs.
Okay.
I got a lot of blubber there, so it's okay, but I was a skinny man. Yeah, I'm a whale.
Well, yeah.
Whale.
What do you like?
I'm a humpback whale.
All right, no more beer for you.
Oh, I've had 3 beers. I'm fucking smashed, bro.
What, so it's 6.5.
I like the Colts.
Over under?
Yeah, over under is 46. I like the Colts. I like the Ravens to win the game, but I like the Ravens to win the game by 3, 4, 2.
Yeah,
5,
I don't
1.
think the Ravens are a team that's going to blow out many people. And I think the Colts are going to be too hungry. Right now, the Ravens are sitting fat and happy, 3-1.
Yeah, kind of like me.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my prediction?
Sure.
Tie.
What was it? So you're pushing on
pushing on a 47 over under,
right.
and I'm predicting a tie for this game.
All right.
Obviously, that means I like the Colts.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, because I just see in overtime that'd be rough. If this game went to overtime, I see a tie there.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, 2 big running teams.
And well, obviously, you got a great kicker in
Tucker.
Yeah, just Tucker. But
JT.
and I actually like Blankenship too. Fuck, I'm still gonna go. My gut tells me that. Kind of a joke, but you never know. If that hits, I'm going to put this everywhere.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, we're striking it from the record.
We'll edit it out. Yeah.
So much editing. You got to edit everything.
Retroactively.
Oh, yeah. Any other... So, obviously, you like the Colts.
I do. I got him at...
You like him to win the game, though, correct?
I think so. We talked about this on the bets video, but with the Colts, I projecting them to win their division, and just looking at their record, I think they're going to rattle off, like I said, maybe 4 in a row, 4 out of 5, 4 out of, they're going to start turning their season around right here. They're a better team than they performed, getting 7 points in a must win for them. I think every game right now is their season. So.
Real quick, you want to have any fantasy takeaways, any bold predictions, any anything?
I don't have, not off the top of my head.
No. Nick Chubb.
You asking me to make a prediction about
what? Oh, I don't know. Nick Chubb. What are you thinking? Big game, bad game, good game?
Yeah, I think he'll get his 100 yards or he'll get his 2 touchdowns, one or the other. So
what's his snap share going to be?
It doesn't matter because he performs. He doesn't have to have 800 carries a game like Derrick Henry. He can do it in half and produce just as much. Actually, more yards per carry.
Over under 1.5 catches for Nick Chubb this week.
I actually saw that. It's plus money, 1.5.
Ooh.
I like the over.
I do too.
I'm going to bet on that, yeah.
All right.
This will be one of my props, yeah.
Look at us. All right, that's great.